Alright. The log's going that way. There's a bunch of dead branches in the tree, kind of like that one right there. A few over there. This entire backside, all the roots are being eroded away. Perfect candidate. Let's see. There's ants coming out of the hole. So, put a wedge in here. After I do the wedge, I come in here with my saw and I plunge cut it. Make sure you have your 2 inches, depending upon the size of the tree. Wedge, same size each side, so you're not going to be cutting this wood next to the wedge right here. You're going to plunge cut right here. After you plunge cut, you want to bore it out a little bit. After you do that, after you have a bar width plus the wedge, you throw the wedge in there, that side. I see a lot of people cutting trees down, and they just put a wedge and they cut it from the back side, and then it starts leaning, and you have a lot of fiber tear. It's going to be a nice, clean cut. The tree's going to fall that way. I'm going to pull it out in my truck that way. 2 fat walnuts. There's another fat one in front of the truck. The one in front of the truck's ready, but these 2 aren't. Yeah. Cut it. Plunge cut. Throw your wedges in there. Put your saw back in. Bore cut it. You want to make sure you keep enough holding wood to keep that tree a significant amount of lean. You want to know where your exit strategy is, and it's that way. Worst case scenario, you're not going to jump in the creek. You want to make sure you know where all these limbs are up top. If they're going to knock anything off. Are there any widowmakers up there? I see quite a few. That's a dead branch. There's a dead branch up there. So when this falls, that could possibly hit one of these tree branches, and I think my truck's safe. So I'm about to start the saw up and finish this tree. Before I finish the tree, I have a little too much holding wood over here. I wanna reduce that, because I'm gonna be on this side. I don't want my saw all the way in there. So I'm gonna come in here and just reduce that. And I'm gonna come in there, reduce that a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut it from the back side. Once I start cutting from the back side, right before that, I'm gonna put one more wedge right in here, since it's a pretty large tree. It's like 38 inches down there. So put another wedge down there after I cut a little more out, and then that tree is gonna fall. Once it falls, I'll be out.